Hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be going ahead and building the O-I Experimental with a crew of 11. We went over to its dimensions as a length of 10 meters, a width of 4.2 meters, and a height of 4 meters. Its role as a super heavy tank, and the number built was one rumored prototype. There's no definite answer if there was one or not. Armaments include one 105mm gun, two 47mm guns, and 3 machine guns. Engine you can see right here, 2 V12 engines, 550 horsepower each. And performance at a max speed of a very slow 25 kilometers per hour. Anyways guys, that's it for this, and enjoy the tutorial. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2 over here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the O-I Experimental Super Heavy Tank. This tank here was the name given to a proposed series of Japanese super heavy tanks to be used in the Pacific Theater. The vehicle is to be very heavy and carry 11 crewmen, basically a 120-ton tank. It's crazy. Only a 120-ton O-I prototype was rumored to have been built in 1943, and exact information is lacking, so we really don't know if it was actually built or not, but it's very possible that it could have, and there's concept drawings and stuff like that to back it up. Plus there's also, I believe, a version of the O-I Experimental in World of Tanks as well, which I believe is probably the 100-ton design. Could be wrong though on that, but there is a few designs out there, concepts for what this would have been, but we didn't actually get to see this, actually, pictures of it or anything like that, real life. Basically, the whole idea for this tank came after the few battles, basically involving the Japanese and the Soviet Union in 1939, and Japan realized that their tanks were inferior to their light tanks and their medium tanks, and they needed a tank that could stand up to them. So the OI was their solution to the problem, and it definitely is pretty beefy, to say the least. I was actually surprised looking at dimensions for this thing, actually how big this tank actually is, its height, its width and everything. But again, if this thing's carrying 11 crewmen, I would imagine it's going to be pretty big. So going ahead and taking a look at this build. So the main feature about this thing is it's got 2 turrets in the front, 1 turret on top, and 1 turret in the back. These 2 smaller turrets in the front here support 47mm guns, which are pretty decent. I believe that's what's equipped on the Chiha, or the I believe it's the Chiha that has basically a turret of that size, or a gun of that size. And the main gun is a massive 105mm main gun, so that's definitely gonna pack a punch on it, and it's pretty crazy. Going ahead and go into the back, you have a smaller turret coaxial, which is equipped with some Type 97 machine guns, 7.7mm, so just again for rear defense. Again, kind of similar to the Soviets in their sense of putting machine guns facing toward the rear of the tank, to keep infantry off of them, or just for extra added protection. There's some good detail on this thing. Again, with it, being a super massive tank and all that, it's a lot of flat spaces and a lot of just plain spaces. So there's not a whole lot of detail in the sense that, some of my air tanks that I've done. But there definitely is some good detail and stuff. Mainly on the sides here, you just have like the little welding notches and basically the bolts and stuff like that would be basically put together to keep these panels together, and that's pretty much the main real detail for the sides here. On the back you have your 2 exhausts on your side, your mufflers basically I should say, and the little exhaust which would come on the back here. And the turret itself looks really nice, got a nice shape to it, a hexagon-ish turret. It's not perfect, but it definitely works for what we're going for. And just again, more of these like little notches on the top here, some vents on the side here, a hatch, and that's pretty much the tank really. It's very nice, simple, but it is a really massive tank. As you can tell, it's super big. Anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this overview. Let's go and move into the tutorial by starting off with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so I'm going ahead and move on to our first layer. Now for layer 1, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by taking our nether brick half slabs and place down a total of 1 and 2 nether brick half slabs across like this. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a second row of 2 of nether brick half slabs. After that, we then want to place down a row of 2 of nether brick top slabs, and then we're going to go ahead and basically stop that for right now. Now this is right here is going to be the right front, so right up here on the side here of the tracks. That's what we just went ahead and started, so make sure you guys have plenty of space for this build. It's kind of a bigger tank than some of my typical tanks I've done before, so just make sure you have plenty of space for it, and you guys should be good to go. Again, the dimensions were at the beginning of the video if you need to refer back to those. So going ahead and continuing on, we're going to place down a row 2 of green stained clay like this, with a stone button on either side of the row like that. We then want to take our dark liquid stairs. We're going to place down a row 2, followed by a row 2 on the back of it, so like that. We're then going to place down a second row of 2 of green stained clay, followed by a stone button on both sides again. We're going to take our dark oak stairs, again a row of 2, like this on both sides. Row 2 of green stained clay with a stone button on both sides as well. With that done, we're going to place down there 2 dark oak wood stairs, 2 dark oak wood stairs on the back, a row of 2 of green stained clay, stone button on either side, a row of 2 of dark oak wood stairs, and another row right behind it, 2 nether brick half slabs, and then 2 nether brick top slabs like so. So if you were a little confused on what we went ahead and did there, we have a total of 4 rows of these green stained clay blocks, rows of 2. And then we have 2 basically sets of these nether brick stairs, or sorry, dark oak wood stairs back to back, like that, going all the way back. So you have a total of what would look like 8 road wheels right here. With that done, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves maybe a placeholder block, or you could probably do this visually, but I'm going to, or just, mentally, but I'm just going to do it visually just so you guys can see. We're going to go ahead and count out a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across. And this is going to be the very midsection right in here. Now, once you have that done, we're going to copy the same design we did for the tracks just over to this side. So in the exact same section, and basically the same exact row from each other. So you're going to have 2 nether brick half slabs right across from each other and all that stuff. And we're just going to go and basically copy the same design we did for the tracks over here to this side. Again, it's the same design. So if I'm going a little too fast for you guys here, just go ahead and copy exactly what you did on the other side there, and you guys will be good to go. And we're just going to go and continue all the way back here, just like this. Place down 2 nether brick half slabs, 2 nether brick top slabs, just like that for the back. And then we just want to take stone buttons, place them down on the green stained clay blocks. Same thing over here, just like that for the road wheels. And that's going to basically do it for that. One last thing we can do is we can go ahead and go to the very center. So in between these nether brick top slabs here. And we can go ahead and actually we want to go ahead, in between the nether brick top slabs, we're going to place down a placeholder block, wooden trapdoor coming off of it. And then we're going to break that placeholder block. So basically looking at this from above, we have something that looks just like that. And that's going to do it for layer 1. As you can see, this is raised off the ground, a full block, and all that. So with that, let's move on to our next layer, layer 2. Alright guys, so going ahead and move on to our next layer, we'll be going ahead and move on to layer 2. Now for layer 2, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by placing down a row of 2 of nether brick tops or upside down stairs that kind of come off like this. After you have that done, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 green stained clay blocks after this stair that's kind of on the inside here. And then we just want to place down 2 dark oak wood upside down stairs coming off of them on either side, followed by a sign coming off this upside down stair like so. With that, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing over here on this side. So again, 2 nether brick upside down stairs, 2 green stained clay blocks going back from the block over here on the right side, or basically the inner side. And then we just want to place down 2 dark oak wood upside down stairs, just like that. And then a sign on the side of the stair like so. With that finished, we then want to go and take our green stained clay blocks back. We're going to go ahead and run them on the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 green stained clay blocks back, followed by an upside down dark oak wood stair. And then we're just going to go copy the same thing over here on this side. So again, 13 green stained clay blocks back and an upside down dark oak wood stair like so. We then want to place down a row of 9 of green stained clay all the way across, followed by a stone button on both sides like that. Now going back up here to the front, we want to go ahead and take our dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair coming off the nether brick upside down stair on both sides, followed by a row of dark oak wood top slabs in between the 2 stairs. So just like that, a row of 3. And we're also going to place down signs coming off those dark oak wood stairs. Now, we next want to go ahead and basically fill in all the space now in the inside here. So we're going to take green stained clay blocks and just basically fill in the whole space here. And this is going to create the very bottom floor for the tank. And as you can see, it's a bit tedious. You have to fill this all in. But, it is kind of necessary so that you obviously don't have a big gaping hole underneath your tank. And also, if you're doing some kind of interior, this would be the floor that you would be building your interior on. So let's go ahead and just fill this all the way in, all the way to the back here, like so. Again, with it being a big tank, we have a lot of space to fill in, and all the way back here, just like that. Now, with that finished, on the back here, we're then going to go and take our nether brick stairs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 upside down stairs, 1 and 2 upside down stairs. With that done, we want to place down a dark oak wood stair, like this on both sides, followed by a dark oak wood upside down stair on either side, and then a green stained clay block there in the very center. Coming off that green stained clay block, we're then going to place down a dark oak wood slab, just like that. With that finished, we then want to go ahead and go to our sides here. We're going to go to this second green stained clay block from the stair. We're going to place down a ladder. We're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On your 5th block here, we're going to place down another ladder. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, and 4. On your 4th one, we're going to place down another ladder like so. Then we just want to go ahead and go over to this side, and we're going to go ahead and repeat the same thing. So just a ladder directly across from each other, and you guys can just look back on that side and just make sure that they're directly across from each other as they are right there. With that all finished, that's going to pretty much do it for layer 2. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to layer 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 3. Now for layer 3, we want to go ahead and start off by taking our narrow brick stairs. We're going to place down 2 narrow brick stairs on top of those 2 narrow brick upside down stairs. After that, we're going to go ahead and take our green stank weight blocks. We're going to place down 1 and 2 back from the stair that's closest toward the center here, like that on both sides. On top of these 2 dark oak wood upside down stairs, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood stairs back to back. So just like that. And then we just want to go and place down a sign coming off the side of the stair, like so, on both sides, just like that. With that finished, we then want to go ahead and go to the center here. We're going to place down a dark oak wood slab here on the right side, followed by a quartz slab, followed by 1, 2, and 3 dark oak wood slabs out to the side. Now, we want to go ahead and go to the slabs that are on the sides here. We're going to place down 2 item frames, and then we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves, what we need is a glass block. So we're going to place down a glass block in the item frames like that. And over the item frames, we're just going to place down a sign just like that to make your front would be headlights. With that finished, we then want to take our green stained clay. We're going to place down a row of 3 directly behind the half slabs, just like that. With that done, we want to go ahead and continue on. So on the sides here, we're just going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Deuce, my bad. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 and 16 green stank weight blocks back, so all the way back to this narrow brick stair. And we're just going to do the same thing over here on this side, taking our green stained clay and running it all the way back like so. Now basically you see the ladders on the side here. We're just going to go ahead and place down a ladder, one up, on basically both sides here. So just going up from the ladders we placed in the previous layer, like down on both sides. Then we also want to place down a ladder on top of this on the side of this green stank weight block that's on top of the dark oak upside down stair. So same thing on both sides there like that. Now on the back here, we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood stair like this on both sides. Coming off the stairs themselves, we're going to place down some end rods like so on both sides. We're then going to place down a green stank weight block on both sides. And then we want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of polished andesite in between the green stank weight blocks like that. Now for a little bit of extra added detail, we're just going to grab ourselves some stone buttons and place them down on the green stank weight blocks like that. We also need to grab ourselves some polished granite. And coming from this dark oak wood stairs here, we're going to place down 1 and 2 polished granite blocks, and then 1 and 2 over here as well, just like that. And with that done, that's going to go ahead and do it for layer 3. And with that, we can move on to layer 4. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, we go ahead and moving on to layer 4. Now for layer 4, we want to go ahead and start off by going ahead and making a quick little change here. Now we have this green stank weight block here. We're actually going to swap that out for another brick full block, and same thing over here. My apologies on that. I kind of missed that. So just go ahead and make that small adjustment. Once you guys do, you guys are good to go. Now, what we want to do to go ahead and build on this layers, we're going to go ahead and take black carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3. Black carpet's basically on top of the blocks right here. And then 1, 2, and 3 like that to kind of show the tracks, or a color close to the tracks right there. Now, with that finished, we then want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood slab here on the green stank weight block on both sides. We then want to place down a dark oak wood stair, like so, followed by a green stank weight block, dark oak wood stair, dark oak wood half slab, dark oak wood stair again, facing this direction, green stank weight block, and a dark oak wood stair like that. Now coming off the 2 green stank weight blocks, we're going to place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood top slabs, 1 and 2 dark oak wood top slabs. On the sides of the first top slab here, we're going to place down a sign on both sides, or basically signs on both sides, just like that to show a little bit more thickness to the barrel on the end. Then going ahead and continuing on, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green stained clay that's going to be behind the stairs and the green stained clay block, like that, just to kind of show the shape of the turret going out. And we're going to place down some dark oak with half slabs in the spaces in the middle and on the sides. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to do basically the same thing we did for this row right here. So dark oak with half slab, dark oak with stair, green stained clay block, dark oak with stair, dark oak with half slab, dark oak with stair, green stained clay block, dark oak with stair, and a dark oak with half slab on the very end. With that done, we're then going to take our green stained clay blocks, place down a row of 9 all the way across. And then along the sides here, we're going to go ahead and go back. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of these green stinkweed blocks back, followed by a dark oak wood stair. We're going to go and do the same thing over here on the side, a total of 9 blocks back, and then a dark oak wood stair like that. Now, once you have that done, we want to go ahead and place down, we're going to leave this space open, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair like this on both sides. And then alongside the stairs here, we want to go ahead and place down a row of green stained clay. So a nice row of 5 across there, like so. Now, we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some zombie heads, and we're going to place down a zombie head on top of the first granite block, like this on both sides. So just like that. We also want to grab ourselves some dark oak wood slabs, or sorry, my bad, spruce wood slabs. We're going to place down 1 and 2, 1 and 2 along the sides like that. And then we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood stair like this, green stained clay block, dark oak wood stair, a row of 3 of green stained clay in the very center, a dark oak wood stair, green stained clay block, and a dark oak wood stair like that. Now sticking off the this very end, green stained clay block, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence key like that for the twin machine guns that would be mounted onto the rear here. Now with that finished, we then want to go ahead and take our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, and then 1 and 2 over. And then same thing over here, 1 and 2 out, and then 1 and 2 over. So you basically create something that looks like that for the back there, just like that. Now with that done, we still need to do a few things on the sides here. So for this, we're just going to go ahead and go to our ladders, and we're going to basically just go ahead and place the ladders up 1. We can only do it for these 2 in the middle. And then along the green stained clay blocks on this row here, we're going to place down a row of stone buttons all the way along the side there like that. And we're just going to repeat the same process over here. So our ladders are going to go up 1 more block, and then we're going to also place down our stone buttons going all the way across, just like that. With that done, that's going to do it for layer 4 of the OI. With that, let's move on to layer 5. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to layer 5. Now for layer 5, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by going to our guns here, our front gun barrels. We're going to place down a green carpet on the very end slab, followed by a wooden trapdoor back. After you have that done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab back on both sides, followed by a dark oak wood stair, and then a dark oak wood stair right behind it. Same thing over here on this side, just like that. On the sides of this dark oak wood stair here, we're just going to place down a dark oak wood slab on both sides, and for both turrets. And then we want to go ahead and go to the stairs here. Now, in the space here on top of these stairs, we're going to go ahead and place down some skeleton skulls. Some zombie head skulls, preferably at about 45-degree angles, so you get something that kind of looks like that, kind of rounding off the turret. We're going to do the same thing over here, just like this. Again, try to keep them at 45-degree angles, and try to keep them all consistent as well, so you get something that looks just like that for those front turrets. With that done, we're then going to take our dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down a row of 9 of dark oak wood stairs all the way across there, again for that front armor. After that, we're going to go and take our green stained clay blocks. We're going to place down a row of 9 all the way across. After that, we then want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 on both sides here, going toward the inside. So a row of 3 on both sides, just like that. We then want to go and place down another row of 3 of green stained clay on both sides, followed by a third row of 3 on both sides like that. And then once you have that done, we're just going to place down a row of 9 of green stained clay all the way across. We're going to place down a second row of 9 all the way across. We want to go ahead and grab ourselves some spruce wood half slabs or planks again, whatever you guys had. And we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 green stained clay blocks coming in from both sides, followed by a row of 3 of spruce wood planks in the very center. Across the very back here, we're going to place down a row of 9 of dark oak wood half slabs all the way across like so. And then once you have that done, we're going to go to this turret and basically do the same thing we did for the front turret. So we're going to place down a dark oak wood half slab, 2 dark oak wood stairs back to back, dark oak wood slabs on either side of the stair right here. And then we're going to place down zombie heads again in these spaces in the corners here at 45-degree angles. So all the way around, just like that. And once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for, almost do it for this layer. We do have one last thing we need to do is we need to go to this row of ladders right here. We're going to place down one more going up like this on both sides. With that, guys, that's going to do it for layer 5 of the OI. Let's go ahead and move on to layer 6. Alright guys, so moving on to layer 6. Now for layer 6, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by going to the very center of this row 9 of green stained clay. Now on the very center block, we're going to place down 1 green stained clay block going up like so, followed by an upside down dark oak wood stair like that. We then want to place down an upside down dark oak wood stair, like so, followed by a dark oak wood top slab coming off like that, and that's going to be the start here of this gun barrel for the 105mm. Now on either side of this green stained clay block, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, We then want to go ahead and place down a green stankway block on either side coming off the mossy cobblestone wall, followed by another mossy cobblestone wall coming off these 2 green stankway blocks. On the sides here, we're going to place down 1 green stankway block going back from this mossy cobblestone wall. We're going to basically do the same thing back here that we did up there. So we're just going to go ahead and place down a mossy cobblestone wall, green stankway block on the inside, mossy cobblestone wall coming off of it, green stankway block like this, and then 2 mossy cobblestone walls and green stankway blocks. So basically something that looks like that for the turret. Very simple. Once you have that all finished, we then want to go and take some stone buttons and stone pressure plates, and we're going to go ahead and do all the detail on the top here. So along this row right here, we're going to place stone buttons going all the way toward the back. We're going to go and go to this row over here and do the same thing, stone buttons all the way back. After you have that done, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone button like this on both sides. We also want to take stone pressure plates, and we're also going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone pressure plates on the side here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. With that done, we want to go ahead and take our stone buttons. Again, we're going to place down 1 right here, and then 1 right here, and same thing over here, 1 right here, and then 1 right there. We also want to go ahead and go up to the front here, and on this row right here, we're going to place down a stone button on either side, just like that. So you get something that looks like this from up above. We don't want a stone button on there, but something that looks just like that from above for the buttons and all that. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer, I believe, 6. And with that, we'll go and move on to our last final layers, which are basically going to be layers 7 and 8. We're going to put the top of the turret on and pretty much finish everything off. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, we're going to move on to layers 7 and 8. So for these layers, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by going to this green stankway block up here. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair like that. Coming off the dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak wood half slabs coming off of it like so. On either side of this half slab here, we're going to place down a sign on both sides like that, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall going up on either side of that dark oak wood stair. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a row 3 of green stained clay across, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall on both sides. With that done, we then want to go ahead and go to this green stained clay block here. We're going to place down a snow block going up on both sides, followed by a row 3 of green stained clay in the very middle. And also coming off these snow blocks, we're going to place down a stone button on the sides there like that. Going ahead and continuing up, we're going to place down a narrow mossy cobblestone wall on top of the one we have in the previous layer. On the left side here, we're going to place down a spruce wood plank, followed by a 2 green stained clay blocks out to the side. On the very back here, we're going to place down 1 more green stained clay block up, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall going up on the 2 that we already have placed, so you get something that looks like that. Now on the top here for the turret, we're going to place down a green carpet on top of the 2 snow blocks like that. Over here on the right, or sorry, the left side, we're going to place down a lever. We're going to flip it back like that, followed by a stone button on the spruce wood plank. With that done, we then want to place down a spruce wood half slab on top of this green stained clay block. And we just want to go ahead and then grab ourselves some zombie heads, and we're going to go ahead and just basically surround the slab like this with zombie heads to create basically the top there for the turret. Once you guys have that done, that's going to pretty much do it for the O-I Experimental Super Heavy Tank. Hopefully you guys did enjoy and are able to put this vehicle to good use. Anyways, guys, if you guys do use this tutorial on your guys' worlds, I do ask that you guys give me credit for it. This being thing from a side of the build, tweet to my channel, or this video if there's paid social media sites. Just be sure to get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for. Doing these tutorials, it helps my channel grow, and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting. So as long as you guys give me credit for the build, you guys are free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.